Hi everyone, welcome to this channel. Right in this video, I'll be giving you the best alternative to Kiwi Browser, and I've actually done extensive research on these. I've compared, especially for those using Android compatible devices, not any other ones. But if you're making use of Android devices, you really need to watch this particular video because currently Kiwi Browser is no longer available on the App Store. Just as you can see right here, if I go ahead and search for Kiwi, you won't even be seeing that anywhere here. And this one you have right here is not the real Kiwi Browser. The real Kiwi Browser supports extension and can do so many other things. So the alternative to Kiwi is actually this Migrate browser. So literally everything you can do on Kiwi can be done on Migrate browser. And if what you've been using before was actually Kiwi, probably for really surfing the web or for getting most of the extensions you have right there, especially if you're farming some of these airdrops that has to do with installing or getting an extension, how do you easily migrate every single one of them from the Kiwi to Migrate? So right now I'll be taking you through that process. But remember, as you're watching, to like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Meanwhile, if you still check on our Telegram channel, right at the top you click on that three dot and you're clicking on search. If you're searching for Kiwi Browser, I've searched for that, and here's the first right top is bringing me, so I'm clicking on up. I want you guys to see something, and here's another post that has to do with Kiwi, but that's not the one I'm looking for, so I'm clicking on this again, and here's exactly what I'm looking for. Now this particular post showed a link where I can actually get Kiwi from, but I'm sure very soon if you click on this, you won't even find the Kiwi again on Play Store, because right now what has happened is that Kiwi has been archived, and that is why when you use the general search you couldn't even find it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this right now. Let me see if that is still available. As you can see right now, it's still available. Now what happens is that once this app is removed completely from Play Store, if you have it, you will still be able to use it and you can still continue using it. But the only thing we are not all sure of is if they are going to entirely shut down the app very soon. In order not to take the chances of losing whatever you have, either like assets, like extensions, like wallets, it is much better you quickly migrate yourself into an alternative browser or app, and that is where making use of Migrate now comes in. And right now on my device, you can see right here, I still have Kiwi Browser, but the only thing I'm making use of these for is to actually farm this project called Nauris. And if you go down right here on the extension, I have Nauris project which I'm still farming actively using my Kiwi Browser. And the reason is because I'm not anticipating the total shutdown of Kiwi. The only thing we are going to be having is for it to be removed from the Play Store. I only decided to migrate every other thing from here down to Migrate in case if the developers themselves will decide to shut everything down, which I'm not sure will happen. But you all need to take the precaution so you won't end up losing valuable assets or data that you actually really need. And that's actually the major reason why you also need to migrate majority of what you have right here into Migrate browser and leave only probably the things you can always get an alternative for right on the Kiwi. And as you all know, I've said that right on our Telegram channel and WhatsApp and our social platform before. If you have Nauris on the same browser you're using to farm other projects that has to do with extension, it's not going to allow them farm properly. And that was the reason why I suggested we separate them before. All right, so I still left this one. But what if Kiwi Browser eventually stops working? That is when you now need to really follow us, because I'll be giving you another browser that you can now migrate this your Nauris platform to, or Nauris project to. I've tested several browsers and I can tell you, Hedge that you have right there, which has I think over 50 million, 200 million downloads, isn't even compatible with many Android devices, especially when you're trying to use it to download an extension. In fact, literally about 90% of the apps you have right there right now, especially the browser, cannot effectively install and run an extension. So how do you even migrate all your extensions? As you can see right here, I've deleted all the extensions that I have here except these last two that I decided to separate. Here's what you're going to be doing. Click on where you have these extensions, still on the Kiwi, right? And right here you should be seeing the list or the names of all the extensions you have on your Kiwi browser. And right now you're going to be launching your Migrate browser. If you're still watching right now and you haven't liked, hit that like button. Ensure you share this with others and let them get a chance to know how to migrate all their data and extensions without so much delay. All right, so I believe this video is going to be very much helpful and this will really make it much faster for you. All right, now right here where you have the search, you're going to be clicking there, and just as you can see right here, without even really opening everything, I can see that the first two extensions that I have is now Migrate Protocol Browser. The second one, so assuming this first one is Tenure, or let's even make use of what we have right here, now Migrate Protocol Browser. All right, so I'm going to be clicking where I have the search, and I'm typing now Migrate Protocol. You can see the other ones actually came up, browser. Click on that, and here is the first one. Go ahead and click, and after opening that, if you want, you can enable the desktop mode, which isn't really necessary. You're going to go ahead and add this to Chrome. Remember, we are not migrating now Migrate together with other extensions, because initially, if you've been following our update channels and update groups, I already asked you guys to separate now Migrate. This one is only a guide into what you expected to do, not to add now Migrate to Migrate. All right, you're leaving the now Migrate on the Kiwi while moving the rest down here. All right, now after adding this, you will be seeing remove from Chrome, and the next thing you're going to be doing is you don't really need to go and make use of the search that you have at the top again. Still inside the same extension that you opened right now, there is one right here where you have search extensions and themes. Go ahead and click on that. If the next one that I'm seeing right here is Tenure, I'm going to go ahead and type Tenure, and immediately I type Tenure, the other ones actually came up, so I'm clicking on that, and you can see immediately I clicked on that, it brought me directly to Tenure. So I'm clicking on Tenure itself and just drag it to the left and click add to Chrome. And after adding it to Chrome, you click on the OK button that will be popping up, and this will roll for some time and eventually add it. And now again, do you confirm this has been added? Because from remove from Chrome that I'm having here, it is already clear that this has been added. So I don't really need to even decide to check again. But in case you want to check, go ahead and click right here on your Migrate, and you can see all the extensions that I've added. All right. So the same way, when you're done with all those things, go to the left again where you have the search right here. Click right there. Assuming the next one that I'm seeing right here is MetaMask, I'm just going to come right on my Migrate and type MetaMask right here. It's as easy as that. But ensure you install all the extensions first. And after installing all the extensions right here, let me conclude on this MetaMask. And here is a MetaMask. I'm clicking on that to search. And you already know the logo of the correct MetaMask, which is this first one. So you click on that. And in case you're not sure of the logo, just return back and check the list you have on your Kiwi. Because the major purpose of opening this page is to actually be able to track all the extensions you have and add them first. Now, after adding all the extensions on your Kiwi, if you click right here right now and you click on these extensions, you also see the list of all the extensions you have. So the next thing right now is to now start logging in your account on each and every one of them. which is also another trouble for many people. How do you easily log in on your accounts on these platforms? Before I answer that question, I'll give you a simple tip that has made this very easier for me. Whenever you're signing up for any project or anything, always sign up using Chrome. After signing up on Chrome, you can always make use of Google generated passwords so that password can be saved in your Google account. All right. The first thing is get all the extensions, and after getting all the extensions right here, you can just return back to Kiwi and remove. Just click on this remove until you remove all the other ones you have right there, and you're left with only Nauris. But for logging into your account on MySys, which is where many of the challenges are right now, how do you get your password? Since you were making use of Kiwi before, like me, I make use of Chrome. One thing you should know is that Kiwi Browser itself doesn't automatically save anything in your Google account. So whatever is being saved right now is saved on your Kiwi. And here's what you're going to be doing right on your Kiwi. Go ahead and click on that three dot, and you're going to be clicking on where you have the settings, and you're going to be clicking on password manager. And right now, here are all the passwords that I've saved right in my Kiwi. And right now, the only thing you need to do is this. If you want to get the password for probably block mesh, just go ahead and click on that, and you search for block. If I want to type BL alone, automatically that will come up. You click on it, either using your fingerprint to verify. You get your password from there. You also check the email you use in logging in, and you open your MySys browser. Then right here you click, and if what you want to log into first is actually Tenure, you're going to go ahead and click on Tenure. Or if it is block mesh, for instance, you're going to go ahead and click on the block mesh and log in the same details. Once you log in, automatically you can decide to save your new password right on your MySys browser. So that's exactly what I needed to quickly share with you guys. And to make this much easier, it is even much better. After installing the old extension, start from the very first, from the top down, so you won't be missing anyone out. All right. So like this first one is MySys. I don't really need this one, Phantom. If you have your phrase written on the paper before or on a jotter before, just get your phrase from there, import it right there. You're done with that. The next one is Toggle extension. Check your Kiwi where you have the search for the password for that. You already know your email, type in that or username, paste the password and log in. Very easy. And I believe this will be a little bit faster. You go to Gradient again, the same thing, just type GR, search for the password, copy that, enter right here and paste it. The next one is this one. The same thing, you repeat the same process for every single one of them. But in case you want to log into Meshnode, here is what I noticed. Meshnode is case sensitive. I think Meshnode and Dawn, both of them are case sensitive. That is, if the email you use to register is bestwealthhub in capital letter at gmail.com, whenever you're trying to log in into your account, you must make use of the same capital letter, bestwealthhub at gmail.com. And that is why sometimes if you try logging in right here and it's saying probably incorrect details, return back and check. I already show you exactly how you can check your password. Just check the email as well, and you can recheck the password just to be sure. For the password, just click on a copy icon to copy automatically. Come right here and paste. And within the next, I think 5-10 minutes, you should be done with all this. If you follow the same simple steps or tips that I've just shared right now. But subsequently, if you want to register anything, always go through Chrome. I would just suggest you make Chrome your default browser. Then go through Chrome. Then once you're done registering on Chrome, then you now bring the website to MySys or to any other browser you want to use, and use those other browsers to log in using the same email and password or username and password you already saved on Chrome. So these tips, I believe, are going to be very much helpful. And even when you're trying to check your password from the Kiwi, the link to the websites are always there as well. As you can see right now, that is in case you even forget the links. You can always still check right here for the links. This is app.blockmesh.xyz. So every single thing you need, they are all here for you. But what if you didn't save some password and you've forgotten them? Simply click on the forget button on your MySys or wherever you want to log in from. So guys, these are just simple tips I needed to drop, and I believe this will so much help you guys if you can just follow these little tips and little guide. If you have more questions that I haven't answered, just check the comment section, drop those questions right there, and I should be able to attempt some of them. Right, and that's it all, guys. Kindly make sure you like and share, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.